Excuse me. What is this that we're watching?
It's like a video clip from some 80s rock band.
Oh, do you know the name of the band?
I think it's called Guadalcanal Diary.
I've never heard of them.
Yeah, me neither.
So, Guadalcanal Diary. Like I was telling you guys before when we were hanging out here a little while ago, I don't think there's one person in this town who doesn't know your name. I mean, I learned about your name immediately when I moved here, and I knew that you were really well respected.
Looking for that one person.
I don't think there is one.
Know my
I know it's hard to believe, but I've met a few.
Me too.
They'll admit it, right, too?
What do they say when you say your name? And then you,
It's usually when you're in
Usually
a
not.
large group of people and everybody's going, I'm not sure, was it? Again?
well, see, that's all the transplants and all the college kids that
Yeah,
are
and
coming in now,
unfortunately,
and, you know, the
about
past
two-thirds
couple of years.
population does that.
Right, right.
But a lot of them had older brothers.
Some people
Well,
say,
exactly.
yeah, well, some people say I
Ancestors.
wasn't born yet.
When? Oh, they said. Oh, right, right.
Part of the problem is created by us not being able to pronounce our name anyway.
Well,
We're
if
taking a hook on phonics to help.
you are, and have you been taking that for a long time?
We're taking
Hookers on phonics.
Put on it.
we're taking French lessons. I like the way they pronounce Guadalcanal.
Call me monsieur.
Can you guys tell me a story about when you first got together,
Tell me a
just for the
story,
point of the younger kids who don't really know about how you got together?
We got together to play a friend's wedding. Is what we actually kind of got together to do.
Well, how did the four of you come together for that wedding, though?
Well, Murray and I were playing around together, and we got red included before you
rephrase
came
that.
over, right?
Definitely.
I would
That was
rather
true
say.
at the last minute.
And Rhett started playing, and we had an offer to play a wedding, so we called up John, who I hadn't seen in a while. I'd played in previous bands with John, and asked if he wanted to play for a wedding, and we had been trying out this drummer that left his kid over at the house. I don't think John even had any drums at the time, and you played on
Kid over at the house.
Bob
Kids.
Bradley.
I played.
Not child.
You like left his child at the house. God, Jeff.
So we held
So
them
you
around
don't
some
School to make
breastfed
stuff up. I
drum.
don't know about that part.
Don't you remember at the first show John played a kid?
That's right. That poor child. He was never the same.
And I kept trying to y'all talking, doing Gilligan and the Skipper and Mr. and Mrs.
Oh,
Howell.
that's right. I
Yeah.
remember Mr. and Miss Howell. I didn't have the
I think it
jewelry
was
for it.
interesting that we went through a phase that we described our sound as kitty music.
Is that K-I-D-D-I-E or K-I-T-T-Y?
T-T-Y.
For real?
Or maybe it
Yeah,
was
we
kitty
did.
now that I think
It was kitty. Kitty like here.
With
kitty,
teeth?
kitty.
And,
Yeah.
and why was that?
We don't know. It was a really long time ago, and we don't know anymore.
Now, for a long time, we played out on
really?
weekends just
Yeah.
around the South. That was, kind of when you like play a, catfish parlor one week and the pizza place the next time.
Yeah.
That was back in the
And
days
you
where there
drive
were
12 hours to be able to do
and
that
there were
one
no
way.
paved roads in those days either. That's what I remember.
We had to run like this
And
to
we
make
played
the
after
car.
wrestling matches.
After wrestling matches.
Mud
and we played-
wrestling?
People would drink
we
more
played
beer
used
after the
car
match.
lot openings.
No, wait a minute. How about the bowling alley? And
The
it's
ranch
still
bowl.
there, the ranch bowl.
The
You
ranch
played
bowl,
the
that's a famous
you
place.
played the bowling alley.
We were in competition with the wedding reception.
In
as a
Omaha,
matter of fact.
Nebraska.
We said, we've done one of those. We can do yours.
So who was booking these shows?
Oh, in the early
He's
days,
dead
it
Early
was
days,
me,
Jeff.
but yeah.
Okay.
The ranch bowl,
You said?
a big New York agent got us that job.
Well,
But then Warren came in and took over.
No, Warren's been around
Warren's been
since
around
the very
before
beginning.
us.
Yeah, Warren came in real early.
Was Warren doing a lot of the booking as well? Or did you get a booking agent?
I don't remember. Were you
Pretty
doing
quickly
booking
after.
too,
Jeff?
Warren?
We were able to
I think he was
figure out how we
doing
got some of
filming.
those.
Yeah,
Jeff
Warren-
was doing,
Filming.
he
I
was
was doing
more
a lot of it in the
filming.
early days. I guess Warren was
Okay.
helping and doing stuff too. And
He made a video.
then we got, when we,
The Watusi
seems
Rodeo
like,
video?
yeah, when Big Man came out is when we got a real booking agent.
Yeah. And he made, when he videoed us doing on all these weekend tours, and that's most of the footage for the Watusi Rodeo video.
When the
Right.
big
It's
man
just
came
in-
out, we got a real booking agent. Have no idea who we are. We'll really know what that means. When the big man came out, we got a real booking agent.
This big old guy can walk
Big
in
man
through the
doesn't
door,
come
we're
out
like,
much.
okay, we'll get a booking agent.
Things happen. They pop.
Big man for the Big Apple, big man.
So the Watusi Rodeo video came out before the Big Man album came out
Actually, it did.
because of the EP that came before
Yeah,
that. Is that
Warren,
right?
actually, the original video was still a live version of the song before we recorded, I believe, too.
Okay, and then
And which is funny because I think when we actually recorded the song, it was a little different tempo, and he had to completely re-edit the video to make it kind of work with the tempo
Really?
again.
It was
Warren,
even
turn the camera
faster.
on yourself and answer that question. Okay.
What did you do? Well,
It went to, we put it in this was back in the early days of MTV, and we put it in this contest, the very first contest called the Basement Tapes. And it made it, it like got to the finals, and so the finals were where they were going to show it, nationally, like on a Friday night, and you're supposed to call in and vote for it, for your favorite
Yeah, they
video.
had five
It's
videos or something like
videos.
that.
And we came in dead last place on it. And the
we
prize
came
was
really last place.
the prize was that you got a bunch of Yamaha like musical gear and a one-shot recording
Like
contract
Yamaha.
with Elektra Records.
Oh.
And
remember
that you got to be in rotation on MTV with your video. And like within a year we had a multi-deal contract with Elektra, and we were in rotation on MTV. We just didn't get the Yamaha equipment.
Red had a Yamaha bass.
What's
That's
with
right, we
that?
had a Yamaha bass.
And I had a
Bass amp.
Yamaha
Well, we
cabinet,
lost.
bass amp.
We lost. So what the loser
we
got
lost
was
really
you,
well,
you got
though.
to go have a career for the next 8 years.
Not only did we lose, I think we
Exactly.
garnered the lowest point amount of
Ever.
votes ever. In the
Ever.
whole-
Yeah.
We lost.
Really?
did.
Well, it couldn't have been.
That's great.
Was it ever?
Oh, during that
Maybe up to that
season.
point.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
I'd
ironic
like
too.
to
The
think
show
that.
is called the Basement Tapes, and really our tape was the only one that qualified as being a basement tape among them.